Hi, this is Carmen with Cherished Legacies in the Well Chronicled Life, and tonight we're going to do a wedding digital book that can be printed. And if you haven't seen the last video, it was how to get them organized here, and I want to tell you the number one tip in doing this. If you will fully curate your account, which means you are finding the best of the best, you do not need 10 centerpieces or 10 pictures of the same thing. Be sure to go through and only save the best of the best and pick out what you want. It will help you on the other end make this process so much faster. So that is my number one tip, is to fully curate your account. And how to organize and do all that, make sure you go see the other videos I have. But for this one, I am going to stop my video and get started on how to do this. So first, here is my wedding thing, and I'm going to do first an Autobook, then I'm going to do another video on how to do a different type of book. But I want to show you two different things. If you're doing this one way, I have these all in separate albums. One way to do an Autobook would be to go in here and tag all the ones you want. Like, so if I wanted all of these, I would go to the first and to the last. And then if I didn't want one, like I only need one of this, right? And I might untag a few here. I only need one of that. So I'm going to quickly, I like that one more than that. That one I don't need, right? So I'm going to pick out the ones I want, like that real quick. And then I'm going to go right here and we'll tag. And I have set up a tag, and I set it up with numbers in the beginning so that when I pull it up, they will come up first. So I have Carmen's wedding album, and I tag all of those. And then I'm going to go through each album and do that, right? And then you will see on your tags, the first one, so it's easy to find, is here. Now, if these come in the right order, and you can change over here, you can group them oldest. If they look like they're in the order you want them, then that would be the best way to do that. The problem with mine is they have been edited, and when they're edited, they kind of change a little bit. And so they're not really in order. So you can see here's some cake ones. Then we're going back down over here to the ceremony. They're taken with two different photos. So the time's a little off. There's all these issues. So they're really not in the order. So you could go through here and number them, which would take a while. But then they would go into the album pretty quickly and easily. Or I'm going to show you another way to do it. But sometimes that way works beautifully, just to tell you. So we're going to go to Create and Print right up here at the top. We're going to go to Photo Albums, Photo Books. And then I'm going to sort by theme, wedding. And that's going to bring up all the best ones for the wedding. So that just narrows down my choices, which is great because I don't need too many choices. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the different bindings, which are important. So we have 3 different bindings. If you look down to the right in the corner, we have standard lay flat, and deluxe seamless lay flat. Now for weddings, I highly encourage seamless lay flat because, as you can see, 1, it lays flat, so it's a beautiful, beautiful book. 2, there is no gap in between the pages, so the picture will go across both pages, which looks absolutely gorgeous in an album. So for weddings, I always use seamless lay flat. For other ones, I usually, sometimes a seamless lay flat, sometimes standard lay flat. Standard, you can see, has a bump, and you can see it doesn't lay flat, so some things will fall in that gutter, so you need to be really careful when you're designing if you choose standard. But we're going to do the seamless lay flat, and we'll scroll back up here, and we are going to make it fast with a seamless Autobook. They have a standard one and they have a seamless. I highly recommend the seamless Autobook. So I'm going to hit that one. Then you have sizes. I like 10 by 10. 12 by 12 to me feels too big. 8 by 8 too small. I think 10 by 10 is the perfect size. I generally go 10 by 10. So that's what I'm going to choose. And then I'm going to come down here and personalize. And so we're going to see how quick an Autobook will be put together for you and what changes you can make. I'm going to get started. Now I have the choice. I could go here and pick this, and I could choose all of these, and it would do the whole book for me, right? But we looked at this, and I didn't like the order it was in. So I'm going to go back to my albums, and I'm going to go to mine. I'm going to start with the pictures of us, and I'm going to hit almost all of these. I'm going to go back because to start off, I already have that one and another one. I'm not going to do the black and whites to start. So I'm going to not do those except for that one. Okay, so that's my thing. I'm going to add the selected. And it's setting up the pages, okay? Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to add spreads, right? I'm going to go back and I'm going to go through each of my albums. I don't need this one. I only need one of these. I only need one of these. I only need one of these. So I'm going to kind of leave some that I did not end up deleting. Okay, and I'm going to add those. It's going to set up those pages. And why am I doing this and not the other? Because this generally will add them in the order that I want and add them together instead of the other way. So I'm coming back, I'm gonna add, so I'm gonna go back to the next one. This is a ceremony. Going to the first. If you see this, that means that it's not supported. That means it's a video. Now I can go back and add a QR code, which is a great thing. Easily add a QR code. I'll show you how to do that. And then I'll go back to this album and then they can play the videos. So I really love that feature. I'm going to add those selected. And then I'm going to do the cake. I think is next. I'm going back one. Add the cake. And you can see how quick this is working. And then the last one for this is this. Oh, I already did that one, I forgot. The last one is portraits. So we're going to add this. All of these, add. Okay, so basically Autobook puts the pictures on a page, but as you can see, I might not like it. I might decide I don't want all these things. So I want to show you how easy it is to edit. So actually, this is my favorite picture, right? Well, I like that one too, but actually, that's not what I want to do. I want to move this one to here because I want that one. So I might want to move this, and then I'm going to move it down. Here, I'm going to put our names and the date, and I can put whatever color I want. I can decide, I can enlarge to make it a little bit, I don't want so much sidewalk. I can do this, make it bigger, right? This is cool. Enlarge, I can move, I can decide I want this one down here. I want this one over here. Right? You can see how quick you make it smaller and bigger. All those things. I can also, if you look right here, I can change it to black and white or any other color. I really like black and white. There. That one's done. So the cover's done for me. Okay, this picture to me is a lot like this one on the cover. I don't think I need both. This one's looking here, so maybe I will leave that one. This is walking away. This is good. Actually, those are fine. I'm done with that. I might change it to black and white. I can apply this to all the pages. I think I do want them all black and white for now. So that's going to turn them all black and white. I can always change my mind later. I like that. Ooh, I really like that layout. I'm going to leave that like it is. To me, these two are too close. I'm going to remove one. Let's see. Those two are pretty close. I'm going to remove that one. I might leave that for now. Let's see what we got here. These are more. This one is pretty close to the one on the cover. So I'm going to delete this one. This one is different. That one's different. Okay, you can see I'm scrolling. I'm pretty happy with the way these all laid out. This one I just want to move down a little bit. Okay, so here's one. So this is the final product of the glass ceremony we did. And so I mean, this was okay to be together, but I really don't like it with this. And so the easiest way for me to fix this is I'm going to go here. And what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to split them. And this is a view of the pond, which is fine, but I don't really need that. I'm not going to do that. This is, again, part of this, but it's got the flower in that, so I don't need that. So I'm going to split that. And I'm going to put all these back together. So this glass in the glass ceremony made this. So I kind of want those together. So I'm going to merge those together. This, I have other places. I feel like I can delete that, so I am. I have lots of those. Okay. So this is kind of okay, here we go right here. This is, again, part of this glass ceremony. So what I want to do is I'm going to split it. I'm going to add this with that. And this is like a detail afterwards. I'm going to delete this one. This to me needs to be worked on. Let's see, and this one. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to save this. Go back and look and see what I got here. I do not want that to be the center of this. I can fix this a couple ways. I can change the layout so it makes the Christmas ornament the main thing. I can move these now. And you can see how the different layouts I have to choose from. Kind of like that. Move this over here. And then I'm done with that one. And so then I would just go through here like this. I really don't. Do I need to? Which one do I like better, right? I'm going to delete that, remove this. And when I remove it, it's going to move this a little bit differently. Once I've done that a couple times, you know, I have a lot of that. This is us getting ready beforehand. I might merge these together. this is actually going to be merged later with the other ones. And then you can see, like, these are us doing our vows. So I like that on one page, but and these two look very close, right? So I'm probably going to remove one of those. I like this one of laughing. This was like actually, this is a prayer. So I'm going to go through. These are the rings. So I want to make sure that all the ring ones are together. See, there's 3 ring ones. So I'm probably going to split this one and then add these back because I want the rings together and the vowels on one. So I'm going to rearrange those. So what I would do is go split them and bring them back together. And then this is the glass ceremony. And so I want to make sure all of those, see, here's one there, there, and there. So I want all those together. So probably what I would do is I would go up here, edit layout. And a lot of these that their ceremony, I would separate. So like this one I would separate. So I'm gonna split them. And this I'm gonna separate. And so this is the glass ceremony. So I'm gonna take all those of the glass ceremony, this and this. And I'm gonna add those back together. Okay. And then I'm gonna go through in the rings. These are all rings. Split. And then I'm going to look, ring, 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 ring. The good thing is usually it's pretty easy. And merge those back. Then I have vowels. I think some of these had vowels, so I'm going to split these too. Okay, so this is vowels. You can tell because he's got something in his hand. This is vowels. This is vowels. This is vowels. I might have too many. I might have to do 2 pages. Vowels. I missed a ring right there. Okay, so these are merged. I'm gonna go back and see. This is ring. This goes with the rings. This goes with the rings. All that goes, and I'm gonna merge that back together. So that's what I'm going to do. The hardest part for me in this one is the ceremony. If I would have broken the ceremony down into, and maybe I'll go back and do that at some point. If I would have gone back in my album and broken up into ring, vowels, and that, then this would have made this go a lot faster because then it would have put those spreads together. But I didn't do that. So you can see it's going to take me a little bit to go through here and do that. I want to save that. And so I'm going to go back and do that. It'll probably take me probably another 30 minutes to an hour, and I will be done with this book. So that's how you do that. It's really quick. I purposefully left out black and whites, and one of the reasons, let me just show you, is because there's no reason to add them, because you can change any picture in here to black and white. So there's no reason to do that. You can also autocorrect, and it will do a little autocorrect here. So there's really no reason to bring over those black and whites unless the black and whites are a little different tone or some reason like that, because any of these, if I decide to, I can do that quite easily. Also, I did not mention this, I can move any of these layouts, any of these spreads into a different order. If you want to move them, that's pretty easy to grab hold and move them to whatever place you want. So that is a auto book. And hopefully that helped you. If you need any more tips or information, please let me know. Check below, and you will find more videos and tips on digital books, photo storage, video conversion, and all those fun things. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time.